everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, hit the notification bell. So this is going to be sorry if I'm just looking around, guys. I'm still very uncomfortable filming out in public. So this is going to be from, it was supposed to be mine from, you know, the decade and everything else, but that would be too long of a video, and I know you guys don't want to watch like a freaking long video. So this is a video recapping the last 4-ish years, so like from 2016 and on. During that time, you know, as you'll see in this next clip, which these couple of pictures, which will be my 24th birthday in Pittsburgh, PA. I saw Hunter Hayes for the very first time. So you guys saw 2016. I don't have any videos, and if I did, honestly, they're not the greatest videos, because this is when, you know, my iPhone was still good, but it wasn't recording, you know, really good quality videos and everything else. So this is, the next slide will be my first like from Hunter, and that was in 2017, when after he released Rescue. And then later on, you'll see, you know, I have like a couple of picture and a video, I think, of the rest of 2017 when I went out to see him in Philadelphia, PA after the Phillies baseball game, and then I got to meet him for the first time. And let me tell you, after meeting him for the first time, well, I met him for the first time, Jen and Ashley, and Kaylee I met for the first time, and TJ, I got a shout out to you, bud. I saw all of them, I met all of them for the first time as well. But what really set it off for me is that, you know, I had meant to see Hunter in 2016 after the Pirates baseball game, but you know, I didn't stick around, and my you know ex-best friend at the time, you know, had to be at work the next morning, so I didn't get a chance to meet him then. So I met him in 2017 for the first time officially, and then, long story short, after we exited the area where his tour bus was, I dropped to the ground, I started crying, probably really embarrassed myself. So yeah, so there's those couple of videos, and then you'll see 2018 when I was at the opera. So hang on a sec. I don't have any photos or pictures from the Opry. Somehow they got deleted, but I wouldn't put any videos in anyway, because when I originally put up my Opry vlog, they kind of, you know, copyrighted me because I guess, you know, I was recording, you know, every single moment up to, you know, to the point before Hunter hit the stage. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, I'm still uncomfortable doing this. So anyway, there's no pictures and videos for the Opry, and just for copyrighted reasons, I'm not going to add them in, even though I'm probably still going to get copyrighted again for, 2019. So, moving forward, it's about the beginning of 2019. I think it was February, actually. So, Hunter, Hunter's full of surprises. He likes to keep us on our toes. So I think it was about February. I was at my job at a health and fitness facility at the time. This was before we found out we were shutting down. So in about February, he had announced that he will be doing, a small spring tour called the Closer to You tour. And as soon as I found out, I looked at the dates. I mean, obviously there was a few Ohio shows and everything else, and there was one in PA, but it was in Philly. So, as you guys can probably guess, I went to the Philadelphia show. Aubrey and I had planned it. My dad bought the tickets for us and everything. Unfortunately, from what my friend who usually travels with me a lot, she was experiencing some health issues at the time, and she was due to have surgery the day of the concert. So I ended up going up by myself, but shout out to Danielle and Kaylee for coming through for me and helping me out. They made sure that I was gonna get to the show and everything else. So there's a couple videos of that, and I'll let you see them. So quick story about the first photo. Levi Hummon was his opening act. I had actually become a really good fan of his for the past few years now, and Hunter's VIP. If you guys, any Haniacs on here who gone to the Closer to You tour, you guys know. If you haven't, for VIP, you got to go in a little bit earlier. You did like a whole backstage tour type of thing. And the funny part is that right before this picture, actually, Levi was actually just standing in the dressing room area. He was literally, it was a daughter, mom and her daughter, and then it was Kaylee, Danielle, and I. So we walk in, he's on his phone, he's like this, he looks up, and he's like, he looks at me, Danielle, and Kaylee, he looks at the three of us, he's like, oh, hi, I know you guys. So that was that, and then he ran into the dressing room. About 10-15 minutes later, he walks out with his manager. And because Danielle had known that Kaylee and I had, gifts for him. And she was like, go, I'll watch your stuff, go get him before he goes on, because once they let people in, you're not going to be able to get back in. Which was true. And I'm glad that me and Kaylee did. So we ran out, waited a few minutes for him. I don't know what it is, but I could not look at Levi straight in the eyes. I was so starstruck by Levi that I had to look down and say to Kaylee, I'm like, can you please take this picture for me? And hence the picture. Now, after Kaylee had taken the picture, I turned to him and apologized. I'm like, I am so sorry. I don't mean to be this nervous. But I'm looking forward to the show tonight. And, you'll see. So, fast forward to...
Perfect, that's for sure. Diamond eyes, beauty light, never seen before. You should be shining like a star. 3 glasses in, count my sins, all alone again. It's 3 in the morning, just me and my demons in war again. So I'm calling for you to listen. You made a man fragile, you made a heart to break. You showed me the road less traveled, you and I could have run away. You made me laugh so hard, everything I love just sneeze. Are you sure there's nothing wrong? Why does my life have to hurt so much? Why can't I find any peace or love? And why do I feel like I'm not enough? Dear God, are you sure that you don't mess up? So we still call me. All I have to do is sit here cursing, there's no name. But the truth is it's not even you, it's just me that I'm up against. But you made this, so can we share the blame? 'Cause after all, you made a man's fragile, you made a heart to break. You showed me the road less traveled, and when I'm gonna run away, you made it not so hard, everything I love to see. Are you sure there's nothing wrong with me? And why does my life have to hurt so much? Why can't I find any peace or love? And why do I feel like I'm not enough? Dear God, are you sure that you don't mess up? You don't mess up. You don't mess up. I know you don't mess up. I know this ain't for nothing. There's nothing you don't make. I know you got your reasons. This shit's just hard to take. I don't mean to criticize you. I know I'm hard to teach. But you tell me there's nothing wrong with me. But why does my life have to hurt so much? And why can't I find any peace or love? And why do I feel like I'm not enough? Dear God, are you sure that you don't mess up? Oh, you don't mess up. I know you don't mess up. Dear God, just remind me you don't mess up.
Fast forward to September. So, I was working with the pool company that, I'd worked for previously as a guard for 6 years. I am so sorry, guys. It is 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm doing this before work because I've had no time to do it, and either that or I've been super tired. So he had announced that he was going to be in Mansfield, I think a month before. So once again, I had asked, my travel girl who usually comes with me, if she could make it to the show. I bought the tickets. Come to find out, a couple weeks before, once again, she couldn't make it. So, I decided to rent a car this time because the car that the car that I had was not the best suited to be traveling 4 hours to Mansfield, Pennsylvania. So I rented a car, and I got to, Danielle was going, so at least I knew somebody that was going. Me and her had made arrangements to meet at a certain time, to kind of be like first in line, for which that was a first for me. I got there super early. I thought that the hotel wasn't going to be able to let me check in early. The guy at the front desk, shout out to you, dude. I cannot remember your name, but you were the sweetest person. And thank you for letting me check in early, because he had seen my shirt and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna let you in early, go ahead and I'm gonna give you your room key, go get settled, and then I know you're probably gonna go up and stuff. So I did. I got to my room, refreshed, re-curled or whatever I did to my hair, and then I had Danielle was still on the road because she was actually traveling from Boston to Mansfield. Girl, I don't know how you do it, but you do it, and I admire you for traveling so much. So I get settled in, I rush out, I try to find a parking spot, and then once I do, I look to my left, and lo and behold, Hunter is literally sitting on the hill playing on his phone. And I'm sitting in the car and I'm on the rental, and I'm like, do I say something? Do I not? So long story short, I grabbed all my stuff, for which later I had to put in Danielle's car anyway, because apparently we couldn't take bags in, which, I mean, I understand because it's a college, but, so he sees me get out of the car, me being the dum-dum that I am, didn't say anything. So I walk over, and I see Lexi, Danielle, and her friend Lexi, for which I got to meet. So Lexi, thank you. I'm glad that I got to meet you and we got to jam out together. So it was literally just the three of us from I think 11 till whenever people started showing up for the, for the gates to open. And then during that time, we saw, all the Mansfield people, were so curious and so excited that we were there. We were on their Twitter. We got to be on the radio. It was the coolest thing in the world. So, sorry, I'll mention you guys. So, gates open. We get everything set. So Danielle and I are standing on the field where he was going to be at. We were dead center like we were for the Close to You tour. And then Lexi had, stepped away to grab a beer. To only find out that the generator went. And they weren't letting anybody else onto the field. So, that was just a fun time, just dancing along to his songs that they were playing, and, get to see Hunter goof around with all his band and everything. But, so here's all those videos and all that, and then I'll be back at the end of the video to give you, a recap of that, and, give a short video of how grateful I am for everybody. So.
How we doing? That's right, how we doing? Talk to me. We doing all right? You doing good? Come on, tell me that's it. That's it. Yeah. Hey! You guys with your fancy bleacher seats. Are y'all feeling the love? You seem very calm. I'm a combination worried, impressed, envious. I'm going to be on that level in a couple hours later after the show. For sure. Okay. Thank y'all so much for showing up tonight. I mean that. Thank you. Thanks for showing up. Really appreciate it. Yes. I'm so glad you invited us, y'all. Thank you so much for thinking about me for this. I appreciate it. And thanks for showing up. I know that everybody on campus is out of town right now. I'm really impressed with how many people showed up tonight. I know that this is a brilliant opportunity for me to get to play. This is a brilliant opportunity for me to get to sing some songs that you might not have ever heard.
Still, tell me!
Most importantly, this is a brilliant opportunity for me to be in front of some people who probably don't know what damn thing about me. That's awesome. That's really cool. That's totally cool. So, let me introduce myself. My name is Hunter. Screw that Hunter Hayes bullshit. I'm just Hunter. That's all I am. I'm a 28-year-old music nerd. I'm a nerd at my core. I am the least cool person here. So congratulations, you're all way cooler than me. First of all, anybody who's going to college is way cooler than me. I didn't go to college. But I'm a music nerd, and I just love making music. And I write as much as I can. I pour my heart out into songs in hopes that, number one, the world will understand me better, but also in hopes that maybe I can write something that you needed to sing, and write something that could be a part of your soundtrack. So whether you heard every single line you're going to hear tonight, if you know every freaking word, that's awesome. But if you don't know any of this music, I hope you hear one thing tonight that moves you, that feels like we know each other, all right? So, with that said, I'm just going to get straight to it. I have a brand new album that came out of and if it's okay with you, I'm going to play some new shit from the new album tonight. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. I hope you enjoy every single minute. This is a brand new song from One Degree, and I hope you like
Those days I should get used to. Wake up, get going, say is it good enough, get home, cause I miss you. It's freedom, the space that you want turned into to leave them. If I can't move on and I'm stuck here, one good reason not to love you. One good reason. You can't find me one good reason. In all those pictures, there's no way to unremember. I'd love to just love you. I've tried to, but I can't find one good reason. One good reason. Still, not to worry, it's okay. You won't stay where you are and take the time, take a break now. There's glory in the mountains and climb. The stillness brings a peace no search can find. You scream so loud, the sound of your voice is dead. You started crying, and I let you in. But it's only a weakness if I let you in. Yeah. I know that you're afraid to see giving up. Oh, but don't you think we'd rest so long enough? I know you're true. Through all the madness, no, I still believe in you. And with all that we've been through, it's only mercy you believe too. With every breath I breathe, it proves to me you do.
Hi, H. Hi, Anna.
Thank you.
No, right here.
We got songs about moving on.
Let me get you guitar!
Anyway. What? I mean, we just became best friends. That's the craziest. Not my baby. You can't have this. I love you anyway, buddy.
Hello, it's me. Alright, if you guys reach the end of this video, I am surprised, shocked, and everything, but mainly happy. Because, I know a lot of people are probably thinking about, doing videos for the last decade and everything else, but, for this decade, my early years, I didn't document as much. And, I was on YouTube, I have an account here on YouTube, obviously, but, this is more like the last 4 years of this decade, so, as I said before, 2016 to now, going into 2020. This video, obviously, I know it's mostly a lot of, Hunter Hayes related stuff, but, he's one of the first people in my life, other than all the friends I've made, because sorry about that. And all the friends that I made because of him. But anyway, first I want to make a shout out to everyone that, I've become friends with because of Hunter Hayes, Kaylee, Jen, Ashley, Angelica, Danielle, Lexi, Cassie, Ashley G. There's so many people that, I could list. I could list and go on and on and on, because I've made so many friends because of him. And I'm eternally grateful for that. And secondly, shout out to Levi Hummon. I found out about you, I think it was like a couple of years ago or a year ago or something like that. Instantly became a fan of yours and will continue to be. You have such a great sound, and I was fully excited to see you with Hunter on the Closer to You tour this year in 2019. Once again, Levi, if you see this, I deeply apologize again for being super nervous / starstruck when Kaylee and I went out to meet you before the show started and before you went on. If it's any consolation, that's how I was when I first met Hunter in 2017. I couldn't look him straight in the eye because I was just so starstruck. But anyway, I've loved your music since I first heard you sing. Even your old stuff, which I'm still listening to. I can tell that, even though you've had an album out before and everything else, I'm excited to see where the future takes you. And I will continue to be a fan and try to get to more shows if I can. So, I will see you next year. Hopefully I'll go to more shows than just the one with Hunter. And hopefully I'll be able to, if you tour again, I'll be able to go to a couple of shows then. So, cheers to you, Levi. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Hope you get to spend it, with, your family and loved ones. And then thirdly and finally, Hunter. Since I first heard you in 2011, I've been a fan. I don't usually like to, brag of how long I've been a fan, but, you've helped me through a lot. And you've also created friendships that I know I will have for a long time. You write music from the heart. You are a literal lyric creative genius. And I cannot thank you for, all the songs you've released. Especially, Wild Blue Part 1. That is the album that, I've connected with the most. And, obviously I have a few songs that, are really deep and personal to me. But I'm not gonna go off about them because I could go on about each song, why they're so important to me. But truly, thank you from the bottom of my heart for your music, the friends that I've made, and for you being such an amazing, kind, caring, lovable person that you are. I know we didn't get a chance to talk in Mansfield, but even just giving you that belated birthday card, that moment we had, that moment me giving it to you was, enough to make my week. And just thank you for everything, truly. So, anyway, off the sappy post and everything else, again, thank you incredibly to all the friends that I've met and made on the internet and in person, and I hope we continue to stay friends, for years and, decades to come. If you guys liked and enjoyed this video, even though it's super long, which I do deeply apologize for that, but, there's a lot to try to cram in the last 4 years at the end of this year / decade. So, if you do enjoy this video and do enjoy the videos and everything, and you would like me to continue, concert vlogs or something like that, go ahead and leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys next year in my next video. Alright, bye y'all.